Mason. We're down here in the shop and we're going to put ranch trash on the new lift. Excuse my hand. This is right there. Putting ranch trash on the lift. Gonna do a little maintenance, oil change, whatnot. I'm gonna piddle with the shocks, do some shock adjustments, fun stuff like that. Just look it over, do a nut and bolt check. We got a race coming up on the 11th and on the 18th. There's a super stock shootout at Chandler. So we just need to make sure that she's ready to go. So yeah, I'm gonna get her on the lift. All right, guys, so we got her up on the lift and just giving her a once over, checking bolts, make sure nothing's gonna fall out. It's gonna hurt us. If you have a race car, it's always good to check lug nuts and pretty much all your bolts, just to make sure you're not gonna die. Yeah, she's still a little muddy under here. It's hard to get under it when you're on the ground. I'll clean all that up. All right. Excuse my fingers. Old cut boggers. 9-inch QA1 adjustables, double. Everything seems to be tight. Newly installed anti-roll bar. So I'm going to make some adjustments on these shocks. Well, on a couple different things, on the shock settings and on these bar settings here. These are Assassin bars. And they give you a few more adjustments than Caltrax. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop this rear bolt, I'm gonna drop it to the bottom hole. And then I'm gonna raise the front probably up to this hole here. And in doing that, it should make the springs want to separate harder, in theory, kind of like a 4-link. Essentially the same theory as a 4-link, you know, by moving the bars the way I'm moving them. Just so y'all know, 4-links can be set up to, you can set them up with anti-squat or you can set them up with squat. I'm trying to put more anti-squat in this. We have the shock set up to where it's easier for the truck to squat. We were trying to make it squat and it doesn't want to squat. You know, leaf springs naturally want to separate. So instead of fighting them anymore, we're going to change our shock settings where it will allow them to separate like they want to. Mash the tire into the ground and see if we can't pick up a 1/10 or more. We made a converter change, so hopefully we can get up on top of the mud a little quicker. We'll see how that works. Gonna make this a suspension adjustment. Change the oil in it. Just, yeah, do a little maintenance, change some stuff up, and get ready for the 11th. Should be a good time over at Kaufman County, Mudbog, Texas. All right, we're gonna get to changing suspension. We'll catch you in a minute. Okay. Well, we got our bars moved. See that. Bottom holes. And then raise them up, not to the very top hole, but the next one to it. Right there. Now we have to adjust these. See, they're actually, I might have to raise it up, back up, and take some weight off of it and open them up some more. They got some preload on them right now. Let's see what this says. So, when you don't have weights, because you're supposed to adjust these bars, you know, with driver weight in the vehicle. And I'm about 250, so, you know, 50-pound sacks of corn, why not? Yeah, that's good stuff right there. Yeah, so, anywho, trying to set this bad boy up. I'm gonna have to lift it back up, take some weight off of it, and open that up some more. See if this side is preloaded on it. It's going to. Oh yeah. Okay. Let me pick her back up. Change it. Okay. I'll show you what I was talking about. So when I pick the truck up, these, I don't know if you can see that gap in there. See that coming away? All right, when I set the truck down, they closed all the way up and had a bunch of preload on them, like I couldn't spin this by hand like I am now. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I have a quarter in my pocket. I'm gonna put just a quarter gap in there before it touches the spring eye. Okay, now I know these are actually supposed to be backed up to where this hits back here instead of right there, but it's gonna do the same thing. It's mud truck life, right? Anywho, so I'm gonna adjust those out to where I'm gonna adjust them to where there's a quarter. I can slide a quarter in that gap on both sides. I've got driver weight in the vehicle, which is how you're supposed to set them. I'll set them and then I'll pick it back up and tighten everything up. Man, this lift is coming in handy. Got these bolts. Bring them back up. Now I can still spin these, not by hand, but I can spin them pretty easy with the, that was really close, with the winch. And you know, you don't want to just suck them up super tight where nothing can work. So you can see I can still wiggle this. That's really close. There we go. Okay, and that's good. still wiggle it. Okay. Now, I got me one of those fancy, I say fancy, it's made in China, Harbor Freight unit. It's a drain can dolly, you know, the raised one so you can change your oil on the old lift. I've got one I got to put together so I can change the oil in this bad boy. I just really don't know how to feel about it. I mean, it's just excitement that I can't contain about this lift. It's amazing. But anyways, I'm gonna change the oil in it, make sure she's got transfer case fluid, all that fun stuff. Yeah, change the oil and she should be ready to go. Put me in a plastic bag over that trans brake. Tends to get a little mud caked in her, then it don't want to work. So we need to do something about that. All right, be back in a sec. Hey guys, well, we're back at, we got the oil changed in the ranch trash. I didn't fire it up last night and check for oil pressure because it was pretty late. And although our neighbors aren't super close, they're pretty close. A little sneak peek of our newest project, El Vaquero. That's the name of that project. You'll see more on it later. So yeah, range trash is, oil is changed. Suspension is done as far as changes. And yeah, we're just ready to fire her up, make sure she's got oil pressure. Gonna move it out of the way so we can roll that step side in here, put it on the lift and get ready to start tearing it down. So she's got some oil pressure. Fuel pump sounds a little rough. Very neutral. Changed the oil, did some suspension changes on ranch trash. Didn't get a chance to finish the video last night. We had company over and whatnot. It's now Sunday afternoon, and J-Dub and I, old son, he drove me down here to close up the shop. We got to throw a little air in the golf cart tires. And anyways, we're gonna call it a weekend. It's been a good one. We got the new project in the shop. We'll get it going here pretty quick. So y'all remember, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, please. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.